his way to the centre line to take his bow. Stuart Kennedy, international fullback, signed from Falkirk by former manager Ali McLeod. There's Bobby Clark there. Stuart Kennedy. Alec McLeish, a man who can play equally well in midfield or in defence. A great stalwart in the Aberdeen team this season and the Scottish international. Doug Rougvie there, the last man in that line, nearest the camera. Fullback. Gordon Strachan, very much the hero of Scottish football this season. Scotland's Player of the Year and recently named for the home international squad. And there's the cheer for Steve Archibald. Could this be his last public appearance at Pittodrie Stadium? Because the tips are that very soon, within the next 2 or 3 days, he'll be joining Tottenham Hotspur for a reported fee of £750,000. There's John McMaster, a great clubman, a great professional, and a man who's played a big part in this league championship campaign. And there's young Andy Watson, just 20 years of age. What a marvellous season this has been for him. Andy Watson, the only native Aberdonian in the side this year. Ian Scanlon, another man who could be moving on, perhaps to American football, to the North American Soccer League. Andrew Jarvis, signed several years ago for £72,000 from Airdrieonians. Another great professional. And there's young Derek Hamilton, a man who was signed as a fullback, but who created quite a stir when he was converted into a striker, played several games this season, and a very big part in the campaign. And indeed, I can tell you that although the official number of medals struck for the team is 15, that's 13 players and 2 officials, the manager and his assistant. Alec Ferguson, the Dons manager, says that the club will actually have their own medals struck so that no one will be left out. There will be members of the Dons personnel who will be given league championship medals. And there's Joe Harper. He's one man who will certainly get a league championship medal. A very big hero here at Aberdeen. A man who was injured just before the new year and who has been out of football since then. But he's very much the hero. You can hear what the crowd think of Joe Harper. And the man just coming out onto the pitch now is little Bobby Calder. He's one of the great scouts of Scottish football who's signed some great players for Aberdeen over the years. That's Bobby Calder there. A great old man of football, well respected, well liked in the game. And Pat Stanton making his farewell to Aberdeen Football Club. He's going back to live in Edinburgh, not to a job in football. But you hear the cheer now. That's the manager, that's Alec Ferguson, just coming out onto the pitch. He's the man who joined Aberdeen Football Club from St Mirren just 2 years ago, and he's led them to only their second league championship in 25 years. And his name will go down into the Pittodrie Hall of Fame. Well, a nice touch there at Aberdeen Football Club, introducing each player individually, giving them a chance to receive their own applause. They take their own bows in front of this very, very warm and happy crowd. There's Alec Ferguson, 38 years of age, former striker, a man of many clubs, but of course probably made his name as a player with Rangers Football Club. Well, Alec Ferguson, before moving to Aberdeen 2 years ago, had taken St Mirren Football Club from total obscurity to the First Division Championship. There's Joe Harper smiling, Pat Stanton in the foreground. Pat Stanton, one of the great players for Aberdeen Football Club, will be a great loss to football. The players just waiting in the centre of the pitch. Well, words of praise there from Mr. Tom Laughlin, the president of the Scottish Football League. He's going to officially hand over the championship trophy to skipper Willie Miller. The crowd cheering and chanting for Steve Archibald. Will he be becoming a Tottenham Hotspur player within the next few days? That's the big question. As Willie Miller, the Aberdeen skipper, makes his way to the director's box to officially receive the Premier League Championship trophy. Now, after this, the Dons players will parade the trophy around the ground and give everybody a chance to have a look at them and say congratulations and thank you. Mr. Dick Donald there, the club chairman on the right. And that's Mr. Laughlin of the Scottish Football League handing over the trophy. Well, at this stage, it's all becoming very emotional because many of these football fans in the crowd today are too young to remember the previous league championship winning side. 1954-55, of course, lots of them today are kids. They're enjoying the day out, just looking and cheering at their heroes. Bobby Clark, 15 years an Aberdeen player. Mr. Chris Anderson on the left of the picture, the club's vice chairman. Stuart Kennedy now taking his bow and showing off the trophy to the people in the stand. Of course, the big question now, as far as the Aberdeen Football Club and their supporters are concerned, is how will the team fare in European football next season? The big difficulty for manager Alec Ferguson will be to retain this team, or at least as many of the team as possible, because with freedom of contract coming up, players like Willie Miller may soon be on the move. But for the day, everything is forgotten about transfers, about people moving on. It's very much a Dons occasion, and that sign in front of the stand says it all. League champions 1979-80, well done Dons.